Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Positivity with Tamika. Thank you again for showing up, for continuing to go on this journey with me because, hey, I love talking about positivity and I hope that you enjoy taking a moment out of your day to tune in and listen. So, in listening, all week I have been a part of TED Sport Indianapolis, the first TED Sports Indianapolis. And when I tell you it has been phenomenal, I am still trying to come down from just this high of talking sport, talking impact, talking about making a difference. Absolutely amazing. So, one thing for me, I got to share the stage with my former boss, Dr. Allison Barber, now my sister in Christ, my friend, my mentor, all of the above. And we got to talk about a topic that is near and dear to us. You have heard me talk about it before, but Marvella is coming to town, to Indianapolis, or to Indiana rather. Marvella will be the first Girls in Sports Leadership Center, and it will be based up in Fair Oaks, Indiana. So, super excited about the opportunity of giving back. What is so special about this space is the fact that we get to tailor and design specifically for our young ladies in mind and for their future. So I love the opportunity of what we get to do every single day, being able to make a difference. But what I loved about this conference, TED Sport, not only that was it the first one, but what I loved about it was a lot of like-minded people in one room. The speakers were amazing. So the speeches, the TED Talk will be coming out soon down the road, but make sure that you tune in and check it out. Speakers were amazing. The topics were amazing. The content was great. Um, and for me, as I'm looking at just kind of the next phase of life and where I want to go and what I want to do, what I loved is A, I got to meet a lot of really cool people. B, I got to reconnect with people that I had met way back when that maybe haven't connected with. And then, of course, you have your everyday peeps that you get to hang out with and you see and that you're still in contact with. So, three different levels of people all in one space and being able to have basically a whole week of hanging out and talking sport and being able to talk about impact was amazing. So I know you're asking, okay, Tamika, you're rambling on, but what does this have to do with me? Well, one thing that I was thinking about as I was on the stage with Dr. Barber and I'm looking out and all these faces are looking and they're all leaned in. They're all leaned in just like you could tell people were engaged in what we were talking about around Marvella. But even more importantly, one thing that I think is important that probably the common theme that went through all of the speeches is, or all the presentations is, how do we create space for others? And, through Marvella, we get to create that space. But even more importantly, like I think about the different spaces that I'm currently in, whether it's sports minded, what I used to do with the Fever and with Catch the Stars, and all the things that I have gotten a chance to be a part of, currently am a part of, with Tease Me and all of the things that I get to do and travel around. Soon to be into college basketball season and commentating and all that good stuff. But one of the things that I always think about is how do I create space for the next girl behind me or the next women behind me that want the opportunity to step into now my role of being an entrepreneur or being a sports analyst or um, writing books or doing real estate, all the cool things that I get an opportunity to do every single day. But it's not just for me. It's for the future. It's for the people that are coming up behind me. And one thing that we all know, and one thing that I love hearing about, is just the impact of being able to partner, the impact of being able to collaborate, and the impact of being able to develop those relationships, one-on-one mentorship, one-on-one relationship. But at the end of the day, being able to create space for those people for those girls, boys that are coming up behind me. And honestly, if we don't create the space, and even in this just setting, thinking about the preparation it took to get ready for our TED Talk. Every single day, waking up, having daily calls, whenever we had the opportunity to get together, sneaking away to try to practice our speech, and just the preparation that it took. There were times, and I'm not gonna lie, there were times that I was like, man, this is too much. It's too much on top of all the other stuff I have to do. I'm traveling, I'm getting back from my hip replacement surgery. There's just a lot going on, and making the time and being committed and dedicated to getting on that stage. But now, in hindsight, when I look back, what does that represent? It represents all the young girls that will come behind me. Um, I represent those that have a hearing impairment being on that stage. I represent, obviously, being an African American, being a woman, um, having played so many different roles of life, and having so many different channels and people that, tune into positivity or just have been around. But me being on that stage, I represent every single person that I have been able to cross paths with, and every single person that I have been able to impact. You guys have come along with me onto that stage. You gave me the motivation. You gave me everything that I needed to be up there. And if I don't speak up, if we don't speak up, then the next generation that comes behind, we always say you have to see it to be it. The next generation coming behind, they don't know if they can do it, and they don't know if they can be it without seeing her. So that is my thing when I think about what we are doing with Tease Me, and even this week being able to have opportunities to feed in. We just got a new group of interns that Tease Me, and I'm super excited because we get to feed into them. They have given us their dreams. They have given us their goals. They have given us trust in being a part of Tease Me Cafe. They have given us trust in hoping that we will help them get to that next level. And I do not take that lightly. So I'm super excited about that. But it all goes into the space. What does it mean to create a space where every young girl, every young boy, when I think about Marvella, we specifically focus on young girls aged 8 to 18, being able to have an opportunity that when they come to this facility, they know that it was designed for them. They know that every single detail, from the doorknob to the weight of the door to the windows to the floor to every single area, was specifically designed with them in mind. That is what we talk about in being able to design and develop spaces for whatever your target audience is. Tease Me, I have my target audience. Catch the Stars, we have our target audience. Um, Commentating, obviously, I'm women's sports and I do college women's basketball, but that's my audience. And so every single thing, being able to do what I do it at the best of my ability, but also know that I'm hopefully setting an example for the next generation that's coming behind me. So I'm going to leave you with this. One thing that you guys know I love to do is I always like to make challenges, right? Because I think that it's important for us, as we not only think about positivity and growing and feeding ourselves, that we take that knowledge and that we put it back into somebody behind us. And so I want you to think about one person, whether it's in your circle currently or somebody that you've seen, that you've been watching from afar. Think about that one person. And I want you to think about how you can create space for them, how you can encourage them if they're an athlete, if it's a student and somebody that you want to mentor, if it's somebody in your workplace that you feel like, hey, I just want to encourage and bring them under my wing. Find that one person, because I think I know, not I think, but I know when we create space for others, we don't lose anything. All we do, we give them hope, we give them encouragement, we motivate them, we keep them going. And you never know that one time, that one moment, when what you say will go a long way. So let's find that one person. I know you can do it. You can comment, you can leave. If you want to, you can leave a note. But I think this is something that we all need to do, because I keep saying positivity is something that we all need right now, more than ever, with so much going on in the world. So keep feeding that positivity. Find your one person, create that space for them, create more space for you. Continue to make an impact every single day. So I hope you liked it. Don't forget, share, subscribe, comment, put your notes. If there's something you want me to talk about, you can drop that in there. But definitely thank you for joining. And I want to know, I guess I do want to know who poured into you. That would be something cool because I know we all have somebody that had poured into us as well so that we can pour into others. So have a great week.